you looking for a solid monoblock amplifier to power a set of subwoofers? I have an amp you might want to take a look at. It's the Power Acoustik EG1-4500D. This Power Acoustik amp is a solid choice for excellent power on an extreme budget. The Power Acoustik Edge series amplifiers are clones of the Moscone look. This model is a Class D monoblock which provides flexibility with amplifier loading down to 1 ohm. This amplifier is not CEA 2006 compliant, but does put out excellent power, and we'll put that to the test in a minute. Inside the box is an owner's manual, data link harness, bass control cable, hardware, and monoblock amplifier. For under $160, what can this amplifier do in terms of power output? Power Acoustik rates at 750 watts RMS by 1 at 4 ohms, 1550 watts RMS by 1 at 2 ohms, and 2250 watts by 1 at 1 ohm. As we've shown with other models, these ratings aren't accurate at all. However, this amplifier puts out some seriously good power despite these false ratings. Dimensions of the amplifier are 9 inches wide, 2¼ inches tall, and 13 inches in length. For adjustments, Power Acoustik included an input sensitivity switch, gain control, subsonic filter, input RCAs, output RCAs, variable low pass crossover, 0 to 18 dB bass boost, remote bass control, and phase shift. The crossover is adjustable between 30 Hz and 250 Hz. Aesthetically, the Edge series amplifiers are pretty simple. They feature a textured aluminum chassis with an etched Power Acoustik logo and black trim plates. The Power Acoustik EG1-4500D is a versatile amplifier when connecting to your source. Connect directly to the RCA inputs of the amplifier using the RCA preamp outputs on your aftermarket head unit. You can also use speaker level inputs with RCA ends and setting the input sensitivity switch to 8 volts, making connecting directly to your factory head unit pretty straightforward. For connections, the amplifier features 2 sets of spade output terminals for easy connection of 2 subwoofers. This is a parallel connection, so make sure your final impedance is not lower than 1 ohm. We recommend a minimum of 4-gauge power and ground leads. Check out our amplifier installation kits online at qualitymobilevideo.com. Power Acoustik fitted the amplifier with 2 100 amp fuses. This amp in our test drew 86 amps, so make sure not to choke this amplifier with undersized power cabling. The amplifier is strappable to another EG1-4500D with the data link cable for incredible power output. We didn't test this setup, but you will need an additional vehicle battery and upgraded alternator, as this will consume a minimum of 150 amps of current. Let's test this amplifier out and see what it can do. The first test we ran was a single channel driven, 4 ohm, 40 Hz, 14.2 volts. Power Acoustik rates the amplifier at 750 watts here. Our audio precision will generate our signal and measure distortion. Our HP8903B audio analyzer picked up 374 watts RMS, 1% distortion, and 38 volts of output. Our AMM1 read 351 watts RMS, and we drew 32 amps of current. Going down to 2 ohms, 40 Hz, our HP8903B audio analyzer picked up 576 watts RMS, 1% distortion, and 33 volts of output. Our AMM1 read 544 watts, and we drew 54 amps of current. Next, we went down to 1 ohm, 40 Hz. Our HP picked up 732 watts RMS, 1% distortion, and 26.4 volts of output. The AMM1 read 700 watts, and we drew 84 amps of current. Our final test was frequency response. We used our audio precision to run up each frequency. The power output of this amplifier is pretty impressive considering the price. Would you take a flyer on this amp in the sub $160 range? Be sure to go to qualitymobilevideo.com to get all of your car audio and video gear with us today. Links in the bio. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you hated it, click the dislike button. Join the conversation below and subscribe to our channel if you're new. Thanks for watching.